I'm really proud of them so far. Our numbers are a little bit down from what they have been in the past, but honestly, I told them last week, kind of our attitudes and everything have been great. I was excited. I couldn't sleep. I think it was Wednesday night Thursday I came to practice, told those guys that some of the negativity that we've had in the past wasn't here. So even though our numbers are a little bit less this year, so far our unit has been, I guess, better, more motivated to prove who they are. It's one of those that I make sure that we have every lineman can snap, and that we're going to have at least 4 guys that can play quarterback on Friday night, if not more, because those are the 2 positions. If you can't handle those 2 spots, you don't have anywhere to go. If you don't have a guy that can snap the ball, plays dead before it even starts, you don't have a guy that can control the offense, you're kind of limited on what you can do. So I need at least 4 guys at all times that knows how to run our offense, knows all the positions.
Just like running our plays right, making our holes for our backs to make their jobs easy, and then backs we have to run our offense and do our job too.
And you got some athletes on offense. I was watching you guys. Not only do you got size, you also got some pretty good speed there. How do you feel about the weapons you have to work with this year?
Makes my job a whole lot easier when I have guys that can run routes real fast and catch the ball.
Yeah, everyone that
he's trying not to throw up right now.
Oh.
I just don't know what to say. Everyone that showed up to weights during the summer, you can tell the difference between the ones that did and didn't. And it's obviously helped the guys that did a lot.
And as far as the line goes, you guys are big. Make no bones about it. Because I've been to a few other 8-man practices, and they're not as big as you guys are. How do you think that's going to play a factor this season?
As long as they use their size to their advantage, it should be good.
Absolutely. And how do you feel about these practices early on? Of course, like I said, there's a lot of guys in the strength and conditioning program when I showed up. Do you think that made your job easier, or was it one of those things where there's a lot of guys who they might have been working on the farm or something this summer and they couldn't make it? What do you think about this, the early practices?
So far, like he said, the ones that showed up, the conditioning's been easier on it for them. You always want everybody here, and that's kind of the difference with, I have got the opportunity to coach at the 8-man All-Star game the last couple of years and see how these Axtell guys and find out, they have guys with 95%, the whole team practice attendance, stuff like that. So that's our goal that we're always shooting for, is to match those teams that have everybody there. Because there's some Burlingame, they have really great numbers. I talked to Max there at Marmonton Valley, and they have, I think, I can't remember if he said 19 for their team, and they had 15, 16 guys there, quite a bit. So just trying to get everybody there is always the goal.
And one more question, Three Rivers is wide open this year. Marmonton Valley has been the dominating school, but when you lose that many guys, any 8-man team is going to suffer. What do you think about the wide open TRL and your guys' chances? And this question's open to all 3 of you guys.
The goal is always to win it. That's something we haven't done in a few years. Marmonton Valley is going to be tough. They are, and so is Oswego. They're always both the 2 teams that are going to be really well coached, and if we can battle it out with those guys, come prepared, anything, like you said, can't happen in the Three Rivers League, but those are the top 2 teams, and so until somebody knocks them off, right now they're top dog.
Absolutely. And what do you guys think?
Well, I don't want to say nothing that bites me in the butt later, but it's my senior year, so I'm just ready to play football.
Absolutely.
Just try to compete for it. That's all that matters.
Absolutely. Well, no, that's all I got. And I appreciate you guys.